AT&T Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go.
And we are underway from Kansas City. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. A solid stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people can't expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Touchdown, Broncos. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning able to record his 5th sack of the season. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And taken right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now Murray off play action. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bonito in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The Chiefs at 7 and 8 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 74 yards.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Play fake. Murray.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Murray now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now stands at 13. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mahomes now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. To throw, it's Murray. That is caught by Anderson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, 30 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And there for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And some room to roam that. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they will take a knee here. The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee. Now Mahomes got to have this one. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Second and 11.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can...
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of colored dice. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. Don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who called